So the plan for today is to get ourselves nice and geared up. We're going to get some full iron armor on. We're going to head into the Nether. We're going to link some portals up. That's what I hope to accomplish today. And hopefully we don't fail along the way, even though I totally see that being a possibility. So we definitely need some obsidian. So the best way to do that is, of course, mining it out with a little bit of water, keeping the water there, and just kind of letting it go from there. So from our portal here, we actually need to head in this direction and kind of off in this direction a little bit. Actually, we don't need to go too far, and I kind of want to decorate this a little bit. I'm going to completely change this. It's going to be a 2 wide path, and we're going to set this up with cobblestone. So now officially, I believe I'm in the right spot. I think this is right where it needs to be. So let's break this down and get this the right height. And I always base it off the right corner here, or the left corner, actually. I think the left corner is where it spawns. It doesn't really matter. I kind of left some wiggle room there, but that can mean the difference between, I think, 8 blocks. So we kind of got to be careful. But linking it should be pretty much okay. This should link perfect once we get this all set up. So we'll place this down and just hope for the best and hope that it gets us in our base. That's all we could hope for. Oh boy. This could be... Let's just cross our fingers and hope that we make it where we want to go. Okay, it is definitely near our base this time, as our base is literally right here. Okay, so our base is here. I'm wondering if I was to move this portal, if I mine down, where am I going to, what am I going to find when I mine down here? So this is the right-hand corner. I know, never mine down. I hear lava. Why do I hear lava? Alright, let's be more careful about mining straight down. I'm not I mean, if I can get it directly down, I could probably mine a tunnel over here to fit where this is at. And I think we'll be fine. There's definitely lava here. That is scary. Okay, so somewhere over here is definitely a cave. Ah, okay, so we've reached the mine shaft. So we're way farther down than we should be. So I'm going to go ahead and head back up. I'm going to figure out where exactly this is, and I'm going to find this hole. I'm going to kind of dig over here. Maybe I'll find my cave. So it ended up being just a little bit off. You can see right here is where it's at. I think if I move this over in the Nether one more, it'll be about the 8 blocks over that it needs to be. So it's directly above this, which will put us in just the perfect position. Because right here, I was mining over here thinking this was the right way. I was wrong. I need to fill this back in or torch this up because, yeah, this giant hole is just an eyesore and just asking for more mobs to spawn in here and make a lot of noise. Don't want that. I'm going to cover it up. But as you can see right here, it's just right around the corner. So I am going to take the time. I think it is well worth taking the time to go back to the Nether. I'm going to break this portal, right? Go back the other direction. Plus I get a little bit of bonus obsidian. I'm going to go back and reset that portal. I'm literally going to move it over 1 block, right? I'm going to remine my portal thing that I've done. And I'm going to change how wide my gap is. And we're going to go back and we're going to get this thing fixed so it is right here, because I'd rather it be there. We have it all looking good now. I'm hoping that if I relink it here, just moved it over 1 block. So it was like this wall right here used to be right here. I just moved it over 1, so that way this is the exact coordinates that I had set up for my original portal. And it may sound crazy to move things over 1 block, but 1 block in the Nether is equivalent to 8 blocks in the overworld. So just by moving it 1 block, we've technically moved our portal linking 8 blocks. Kind of crazy, but that's how it works. So let's go back through and let's hope that this time it may still be above, but it'll be in a better location. It's still in the same location. Okay, so with us knowing that this is the case, right? I should be able to tear this portal down and rebuild the portal down in my base below. And as long as it's on, it sounded like a creeper nearby. Do you hear that? I hear it. Anyways, I'm going to break this portal down. I'm going to place it back in my base. I'm going to relink again. And it should be linked to right where I want it. Should be able to build the portal right into the wall here, which is exactly where I want it. Right here. And this should work exactly as planned. I'm going to go ahead and place that block there. If we light this one here, we don't want to go in this one here, but we're going to leave it lit here. This is where our portal is going to reside. And we go now and relink that portal again. I hope we spawn here. Otherwise, we're going to have to figure out another option. Relinking time. Let's try this one more time. Oh, I'm hoping. And it worked. Yes. So we now have quick and easy transportation from here to spawn with the snap of the fingers. Like, we can literally just walk right through and we have really, really quick transportation to spawn. And I could honestly make it even faster if I created a, say, horizontal, I guess you would call it like a horizontal line going directly to the portal to make it a little bit faster, so I didn't have to kind of cut corners. But this is going to be perfect. Now we get to kind of decorate it. And to decorate this, we got to go back into the Nether and do a little bit of hunting for some materials that you can only find in the Nether. Since our portal is just right here, I think it'd be only fitting if we worked towards, I don't know, making a pathway down to like flatter areas where we can actually explore. I don't think that'd be a bad idea at all. I think, yeah, exploring like this area that's over here, kind of avoiding where everyone else is exploring so I don't kind of bother things that they've been working on and stuff like that. I think this would be kind of perfect. And I already hear a ghast, which is scary to say the least. If we can form this up, we can prevent this lava from just being everywhere. Just like that. And kind of get ourselves a little farming area, like places for quartz. Look at this. We have this area down here, which I think would work perfect. So honestly, just getting like a little staircase going would be great. Mining down in the Nether is way better than mining up in the Nether. I've made the mistake several times of mining up in the Nether, and what you end up with is a lava column that moves incredibly quickly down a flight of stairs, coming directly towards you. Not fun. Not fun at all. And can get you easily killed. But mining down is okay, because you're going to be able to avoid those little lava pockets that you sometimes see. You're definitely going to be able to avoid those things. Here's some of the materials that we're going to need. These right here, of course, crouching on them always prevents you from taking damage, because if not, you're going to take some burning damage, of course. And it'll just basically break your armor to pieces, which is great for that, but horrible for your armor. All right, let's go ahead and grab this. We also have soul sand right here, so getting super lucky with where things are located, because I'm going to need a bunch of soul sand as well. Like, all of these materials, including gravel, are great decorative materials, but they're also functional as well. And I use them in both senses. Functionality is definitely probably my favorite things with these two blocks, soul sand and the magma blocks. They're just they're so good. Elevators are probably some of my favorite things to use in Minecraft, in vanilla Minecraft itself. And man, it's super useful, but they're also good looking as well. All right, so we got a gas just waiting to be wrecked here. Let's see if we can't get it, maybe. Oh boy, I really want this advancement. It's gonna be so hard. Oh yeah. Get wrecked. You gotta love that. We even got a gas tier from that. How nice. I normally never get gas tiers. It takes so long. You have to have very nice gear before you start getting a lot of gas tiers. But hey, we got one, which is one step towards going after the dragon. Am I right? I want to go ahead and decorate the outside of my base. I've been kind of working on this. I got a little bit of just sort of, I don't know, just fire just kind of going all over the place. But I don't feel like that's 100% how I want this to look. I do want to have, of course, some soul sand added into here. Some gravel, of course. And of course, gravel's got to be just right. There we go. It does need some support underneath it. Soul sand, not so much. So let's go ahead and get our materials down here. And yeah, I think soul sand will look good right around here. Even having it over here. And what I want to do is probably put some nether wart down in these general areas. I think that will look pretty good as well. Like, what if we do this here? Put some magma blocks here. Like, lined up on the walls. Ooh, very fancy. We can even put this out. I wonder, does magma blocks hold a flame? Inevitably. Like, does it hold it just like any other block? I would hope it does. We'll find out if it goes out. But netherrack, cobblestone, not so much. Like, cobblestone doesn't look so well. But I think zigzagging a few different types of blocks down here would look really good. And especially some sand. Like I said, or not sand, some gravel. Gravel, I think, going across stuff like this will definitely make it look a little bit better. And of course, we gotta add it to our base as well. This will give us some stuff to avoid. And yeah, the gravel, man. The gravel is going to be where it's at. I think that's going to give it the pop that this needs. It's such a contrasty block. Really looking good here. I'm going to break that so it's just kind of in the way here. We'll kind of carve this out. I might even put some magma blocks in here. I think that would look pretty good. Like so. Anything to just change the way that our portal looks, because I just don't want to have a plain Jane portal here. I don't. I want to have something that stands out, that's a little bit different than everybody else's. And I don't think anybody so far has went and started decorating their portals. There's actually some nether wart at spawn, so I figured I could just go ahead and grab some of this and just replant it, because of course it's going to grow back. So I'm going to hit this with a bit of nether wart up here, just to sort of make it look a little bit nicer. And then of course, this is kind of the pathway. This is what it looks like going to my base. We even have a lava column over here that we have to walk near, and it's super dangerous, but I think it works really good. We have a nice view. And then right through here, which is pretty plain, I'm going to decorate the hallways later on. Over here is where we're like, oh wow, this is interesting. Of course, I guarantee everyone's going to hit these blocks right here. But to have some, you know, just different colors and stuff going on all over the place, I think is going to work out in the long run. This is going to look really good. It is already looking really good. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to save these here for later. I'm going to save these for our interior, because we also have to decorate our inside. Because we haven't even got to our base yet. Time to get to work on our portal here. So, what are we going to do to decorate this up? Well, we have, like I say, several building blocks. First of all, we probably want to take the floor and just sort of get a rough design of how far out we want this stretched to change the material type. Because this, of course, is going to continue the same material type all the way over here. And I think we're going to put an enchanting system room over to the side as well. We might even put the enchantment system area over here. There's a lot more room over here. But yeah, we kind of want to drag this out potentially to a point and keep it kind of odd shaped. So keeping it shaped like this probably would work just fine. We want to make it look like the portal is sort of taking over, and I really love designing things like this, where this nether portal definitely is taking over. Behind here, we need to get, just kind of place a little bit of something back here, just to kind of cover up this. Usually using this is going to look good because you can kind of see that there's more of this brick behind here. And then coming back in with some cobblestone to, of course, fill the hole. And we're also going to have some things on the wall here. So soul sand, of course, definitely needs to be a feature that kind of drives through the whole thing, because this is not only going to be our farm for netherwort, right? It's going to be our farm for netherwort. It's also going to be our decoration for this area. And then we also want some of this probably in the floor. It looks so weird in the overworld. Yeah, it'll definitely add even more depth to the area. Cool looking lights, that's for sure. All right, and we also need gravel, right? Because gravel is, of course, a big part of this. And gravel might look better in the walls over here. Overall, this is going to look pretty spectacular, pretty nice. Of course, the leaves, I'm not so fond of how the leaves are going to look with our portal system set up. So that's got to go. This will all be gravel. I hope I have enough. I think I have enough gravel. Yeah. Perfect. And we might even make the floor different levels. And we'll see how that goes as well. All the foliage and stuff, it can kind of go, because we don't really need it. I think the gravel definitely makes this look a lot more interesting. Definitely. Look at that. And we can even kind of have it come out a little bit. A little bit of 3D here. Yeah, I'm not liking that. So yeah, just kind of pick and choose what you want things to look like. That's kind of what I'm going with. Like, this looks really good as it is. I think maybe cleaning this up here, having that just not be there. Maybe have this gravel, have a little bit less that material and more gravel. Maybe have gravel lining up all the way here. Add a little bit of netherrack in the walls. Maybe this doesn't need to be solid here. Maybe this needs to be netherrack. Right? It's whatever you kind of choose. I mean, this is how I build. You're literally watching exactly how I choose to build things. Even when it comes to the ceiling and stuff, right? I'm going to break this out, but it's going to be replaced with, most likely, netherrack. And I'm going to give it that kind of stretched out look. Like it's almost reaching. Like it's literally coming out of the wall. And it's also going to have some 3D sort of texturing going on to it. Right? Because I'm going to add another layer here. Everything's going to just sort of blend together. I think this is working. This is looking awesome. Look at that. I think breaking this down one more makes it have a little bit more of a dimension to it. Changing this around. Yeah, this is looking pretty sick. Last but not least, we have a few other things to add, and that's going to be some mushrooms, of course, because mushrooms always grow in that dimension. And also we'll add some netherwort. Like I said, this is where our netherwort is going to be farmed and things like that, and everything is going to look good. This looks really good in my opinion. All I need to do now is get my cobbled like floor done, which is just a mixture of a bunch of different materials. And I think this will connect perfectly. We might even make this sort of a nethery rack type thing with a bunch of gravel. I don't know. I'm just going to use a little bit of gravel. We're going to get things mixed together. Get things looking nice. That's all I try to do, right? Is get some nice looking blocks. Like, we need a little bit of cobblestone, which we do have. And this is ready to go. Look at this. And yeah, I think over here would be a nice place for an enchanting area, or over here. Still, this is a nice, scary looking nether setup. And I think having, I don't know, maybe a piece of netherrack that is separate from all this. Let's see. Where can we steal a piece of netherrack? Maybe take this gravel away from here. And maybe do a piece of netherrack right here with a flame going to it. There we go. We'll like set this up in here. To give ourselves some fire, we need a little bit of light in here, so I think this will look pretty good when we get some fire. Yeah, and we need some fire on this side as well. Kind of running out of netherrack, but I think that, like I said, this stuff I think burns. So maybe we can kindle up a flame here and see if that lasts a while. That's looking pretty good. This is pretty good. It needs a couple things. It needs a bit more gravel, and I don't know. It needs something else on the ceiling. I think maybe this might be overdoing it a little bit much right here, but thinning this out a little bit, I think will look a little bit better. So far, I think that this is working out. Yeah, I think having that out is just a little too far. Guys, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these builds. Are they looking good? Are you enjoying them? I mean, it's just something that I'm just working on. You know, I'll only get better in time at building. And then here soon, we have a lot of technical builds that we're going to be working on. I'm super excited about those. Those are going to be super fun. Yeah, I think so far, this is a nice little nether portal entrance. And it's completely separate from everything else. Completely separate. So guys, I think this has been a great day here on the SourceBlock server, guys. I really appreciate all of the kind comments you gave in the last video. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also click that like button. That really helps out a lot. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.